Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm neede, and this time I'm fighting the Eidolon with good old Lavos. Now that Lavos Prime has come out, I finally decided to take Lavos against the Eidolon, and I gotta say, right off the bat, just because I actually like this frame a lot, I think his abilities are not really good against him. I mean, he doesn't have like buffs, he doesn't have like survivability for the lures, he just has all offensive abilities. It's all offensive abilities. You can change the elements and you can change the configuration of the abilities, but you cannot do anything to boost up your damage or just protect the lures. So let's go for his abilities just a little bit while. So he has the first ability of Feeding Bite, which is a toxic chocolate snakes that attack the enemy. This attack can actually heal you, but against the Vonvalists, which is the only thing they can attack because the Eidolon is immune to it, I don't think it's going to heal him that much, and also you have to get a lot of them to actually work, so it's a bit of a waste of time. The second ability is Vile Rush. This one is a little bit maybe useful because it releases cold charges, and I intend to use it against the Eidolon at the last stage, so or at least to prevent the Vonvalists to try and heal him when they come close to him. The only thing I'm not sure of is, does it the charges do I stay on the ground until the Vonvalists appear and maybe touch it and get cold, or it just releases one time, and if it doesn't hit the Vonvalists, it doesn't have any effect. So I guess we'll wait and see. My guess is that because the visual effect is still on the ground, the ice, I think that'll work better. So here I'm choosing to go with Radiation because Radiation is best against the Eidolon. Although I just use it for for just because I just remember Radiation. I know I cannot attack him with Radiation, but because it's the element it's most susceptible to, I just decided to choose him to see if maybe it'll work later or something like that. Then his third ability is Transmutation Probe, which launches an electric probe that turns orbs, either health or energy orbs, into universal orbs, which will give you health and energy. Or if the ammo pickups, become universal also, either for your pistol, your rifle, even I think your heavy gun, which I'm not using here, but it's good to have. It doesn't have a lot of drops here. I mean, if it was an aggro, maybe it'll be useful so I can get more ammo into the lung, which is the sniper that I'm using, but I never really have that much problems with ammo. If I do, I just use one of those things on the ground with gear on the ground to give me more ammo. But yeah, it could work if it wasn't like against the Eidolon. And his final one is Catalyze. Now Catalyze has an AoE which launches rings around him, and those do damage. There's an AoE damage, and it does double damage if the enemies are actually already affected by one element. Again, not really useful against the Eidolon. Maybe in the final stage, I'll try to use him in the final stage just to keep the Vonvalists up from healing him, because if you release the shell of the Vonvalists, they can't actually heal him. Here I thought it was a Vonvalist, and I actually shot a Cavat. Sorry about that. Peter, please don't come after me. So, let's go and get into the nitty-gritty of the thing. I'm now taking away one of his Sidonias. I don't think I'm not pretty sure that the lures is already full. I think I have one full. Yes, I have one full. Yeah. So now I trap them. This Vonvalist is giving me a hard time. I'm switching to the operator so he doesn't get affected by his magnetic wave. But I am trying to get his loose contamination wave, because my ability, if I'm using an ability, then my amp does more damage. I should have gone for the other Vonvalist that was right there. That would give me to power up my other lure, but I just had to go into his other arm. This is a really good spot that I'm here. It's not. Here it is. Let me get him. Oh, let's get him. There you go. I switch quickly into my operator, my shadow form, so it doesn't affect the magnetic field. I stand behind him, I throw the wave, and then I use my beam. Now the beam I already said this in another video, I always try to hit from the heel to the knee, or from the knee to the shin, or or the thigh of the Eidolon, because the beam at least has more area to hit, and since it has more area to hit, it does damage faster. Magic amount again. Now there's a knee. I was talking about the terrain. The terrain here is good because it's not completely flat. It is kind of a valley, so I can hit him from both sides and still be in a high ground position. I don't like when I fight in the slopes because if I fall down or get knocked down, I really go. It sends me flying everywhere. So this is a really nice spot. I'm going to look for this other knee now. If the arm doesn't get in the way. As you can see, sometimes when I hit his knees, I hit from the opposite side of his knee. And instead of using the left knee from the left side and the right knee from the right side, I do crosses because sometimes his hands get in the way while he's moving, as his right hand or his weapon on the left hand gets in the way of the knee because it was animated like that. So it's better to have this angle, which is not exactly full. So here I'm using his second ability that releases cold grenades. I'm trying to use so that the Vomvalists don't get near him. According to the radar, there aren't that many around. There's one in, I think it's north here, and maybe one in the south, but they're still pretty far. So I'm just, biding my time with it. This is what I was checking. Here it is. See, I knew it was coming. And you can't have these guys around, or else you'll just have, just one of these guys around, and his shield will go up again, and that's really bothersome. So yep, I'm going for the. Ooh, there's a lot of them now. I wasn't expecting to be this many, so I'm trying to clear as much as I can, and now I'm going for the kill. Yep, I'm charging the Lanka. I'm at 2.5 combo. Let me see if I can get him. Oh no, he gets the shield. I hate when this happens. I know it's gonna happen. I mean, I thought I was cleaning them up. There we go. Now we know his second actually doesn't work that well. Or wish it doesn't. Maybe I didn't put enough duration, so it didn't stay on the ground that long. He's stomping me. I'm just gonna clear this shield attack. There we go. Get into the high ground. Get into a good position to shoot him. Just checking if there's no other Vomvalists, and let's go. Reload the Lanka. 1, 2, hey! There we go. It's a bit of a problem because not only do they come from the sides, but they always come out of the ground. So when you're maybe not paying attention, maybe you don't see them. Oh, these ones are maybe they were affected by either by his second or his fourth. Yeah, it was his fourth. I can see there. I used it so sporadically that I didn't notice that it actually worked. It actually worked on clearing the Vomvalists. And there you go. Mission accomplished. I'm using the Itzel because it has this thing where it groups up all the resources and enemies. It's really cool. Now let's go for the exit. Got a few shards. Hit the wall right there. Oh my god! This is a problem because of the where the camera is positioned. As you can see, the little dot gets covered by one of the wings. Well, the wings covers where he's going, and we did it in 8 minutes, 13 seconds. Not bad. We got an arcane consequence. And now let's see his build. So here we go. I got corrosive protection, sure-footed, so he won't get knocked down. Well, I did get knocked down in operator form. Adaptation to have resistance against status effects, vigor for more shields and health. Also vigilant vigor and vigilant pursuit. I'm using this differently because it increases the crit chance. Vigorous swap. It should I could use it, but then I have to swap to my pistol and then back to the Lanka, and I didn't do that. Intensity, courage, and intensify and continuity. And vigilant pursuit. Vigilant pursuit increases the crit chances of the primary weapon, so that's why I'm using it. I'm having Great Grace and Arcade Guardian because Arcade Energine does nothing here. I should have gone with Nullifier, but in this case I decided just to go with Survivability. So here we are. Another 2 Vigilante mods to increase my crit chance with my primary weapon. Serration Spitzer and Miracle Chance Multi-Shot, Critical Delay to increase critical chance, Battle Sense to increase critical damage, the Ribbon Avalanche, and Ready Reload to have radiation on the weapon. Now you could switch the Vigilante mods for other ones. Here I'm using the setup. I'm just switching to the setup I usually use, which is Heavy Caliber and Rapid Fire. I think it's Rapid Fire it's called. Where is it? I don't seem to find it anywhere. Not this in Caliber. It's not this one. It's not this one. Where would I put it? I think it's oh, there it is. Value acceleration. Yeah, that's it. This is the other setup you can use. You have more fire rate and also more damage. Then I go for the Yatadai. The Yatadai I use it because I have a Lanka. I have listed on to have more multi-shot and faster fire rate. I also have modified for corrosive just to be against the Grenier. And here I have the Sancti Magistar, which I use because of impact. I have a really high impact on it because with Shattering Impact, each hit of impact actually depletes the Eidolon shield. So that's what I'm using right now. Prime Reach and Fury to have more range and speed, and critical damage for crits. Now go in the school that I use is Madurai to increase the amp regeneration and the amp energy. Also includes physical damage for the operator and for the Warframe. That's why I use it. And power transfer because, you know, it's just good damage for the amp. My equipment. Here's the amp I use. I guess Conglomerate Prism, the Pencil Scaffold, and the Capital Brace. This was OP a couple of years back. It might have changed right now, I don't know, but right now it was. Magnus Anomaly to grant up the Vonvalists that try to help the Eidolon. But you can use Lockdown. I always use Lockdown. Magnus Nurse, so when I return to the Warframe, I had a bit Elf from Operator to Warframe. Eternal Eradicate, so when I use the ability I have more damage in amp, and Virtual Strike to increase the crit chance and crit damage of the amp. So, all in all, Lavos is not good against the Eidolon. He only has offensive abilities. He has a good amount of survivability, and that's good, but as a whole, to fight the Eidolons, it's not OP, but it's still very, very, very fun to play in the game, despite this defect. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as always, have a great game, guys.